the outline. Yeah, yeah. With Kevin Dwayne. Yeah. This is the outline. With Kevin Dwayne. Kevin Dwayne. Kevin Dwayne. With Kevin Dwayne.
Yo, what's up, you guys? It's The Outline with Kevin Dwayne. When you're listening to this, we should have a new president, but that's not the case when it's being recorded. I decided to try something new this week, and it appears to be working. I have invited someone via Skype to the podcast, and my first guest on this podcast is none other than my best friend Charlie. We're bringing Charlie. Conversations with Charlie's was something I used to do on YouTube a long time ago, and we would just talk about random shit. So he's in Memphis now, but I was able to get him on the phone and get it recorded, so I am super excited. Go ahead and say hello to the people, Charlie.
Hey, the people. Hey, America. America the beautiful. Yes.
America.
I'm excited. I'm talking to the world. The world, Kevin. The world of Kevin. That's who I'm talking to. Come on. That was a word. Yes.
Yes. It's a word. I'm excited because for one time in this podcast, I'm not talking to my damn self. So
that part.
And who else would I like? This is perfect because you and I are just too much. So right now it's Tuesday night, and we haven't got our president yet. But what were you saying, Charlie?
Child, for the moment right now, Trump is our president, and I can't live right now.
No, I see. And that's the thing. I told myself I was not going to watch TV or anything today. Like, I don't want to deal with it. But Charles has a different view. He's like, no. What did you say to me?
I need to know. Before I rest my eyes, I need to know who the president is going to be, because I just can't. No, I can't live. No, I just can't live with Trump. No, I need to know before who is. No,
so
I just need to know.
What did you do if Trump wins?
Most likely, I'm going to Africa with that billionaire, the one
you tagged me.
The one I tagged you on Facebook. He offered $1 million to go to South Africa. That's enough for me and my soul. That's good.
I just can't. It's bringing too much anxiety for me. I just it got to be Hillary.
No, I need to know.
And then another thing is, I'm just honestly, regardless of who wins, it needs to be Hillary. I'm ready for this shit to be over. Because what I'm also finding is, I don't know if you can agree about this, but I'm having to cut off a lot of goddamn people because
this is true.
The views are not what you thought. You're like, how can I be your friend knowing you think this about me? Mm-mm. And all the motherfuckers I went to high school with and shit, I've been pressing that block button, not block, but just delete. You motherfuckers are stupid. And then the microaggressions and shit, things I used to deal with when I was younger before I had any sense and, started understanding blackness and things like that. You know what I mean? And shit like that, oh, you're not like other black people. You're special. That bullshit.
That shit gets on my nerves.
It's trash. It's fucking trash. And so, it was a post about a fucking kid. It was a picture of a kid, and he was white kid. He was looking at a cop car or whatever. And then somebody who, I thought I was close to put hashtag Blue Lives Matter. And I'm just like, really, bitch? And then it was a children's photo. I'm like, why couldn't we just let this be oh yeah, cops are his hero, blah blah, and kept it just real innocent? But why put that on the picture?
A stance on it,
right? It's a fucking microaggression. So you don't give a fuck about me, the black dude that you grew up with.
Because black lives don't matter to these people.
It's trash.
And it's horrible.
It's trash. So, if anything, I just want the election to be over so I can just go on with, life and, balance my chakras and,
What we really need to win is the House, though. That's what I'm more concerned about. We really need to win the House.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Go ahead and get that Senate, get that,
All right.
that all Democrats in
Right.
that.
And what's so funny about this is the people listening already have the results. So this is literally going to be some like it's
Oh, true, right.
right there in the future. We're just, we're just sitting here. So, hey, future people, I hope you guys, aren't pissed off at what happened. Yeah.
To my future self, I told myself, if Trump becomes president, we getting the fuck out of here. Future self. I said that. Just want to put that out there. So whatever happens today, future self, that's what I told myself.
I believe in
All right.
manifestation. I mean,
We getting the hell out of here.
and that's just gonna be.
I plead the blood over it. Yes.
I can't. Okay. Anyway. No. So, in other news, last week I told you guys that I was doing this 95% vegan situation, vegetarian situation. Why you saying what?
Because you're so young. You're so young.
It's not cancer though. Like
Vegan though? Like, no more meat? Like,
no,
nothing.
But why you say so? You acting like it's like a plague. Like I'm forced into this.
Child, I told you how I feel about the vegans is a mini cult. They are coming, and they coming strong. These vegan people, knock yourselves out. They worse. I told you they hurt worse than Herbalife. They sneaking up on everybody. This is what the third person I know that's like a vegan now. Like, I only know about like 8. So.
I can't. So anyway, it's been fun though. Like, I started on November 1st, and I enjoy it. Like my run, I ran this morning, and I noticed that I am moving a lot faster, and like my time is better. I feel lighter. I mean, there's also the flip side of being more regular, but adult shit.
That's what's up.
Right. Those are goals when you're adult, right? To be regular.
I just want to go on a nice run. You'd be like, what? Just give me a nice run. If I can get these kneecaps running, I'm good.
I can't.
I'm good.
Right. So my run
Grown life. Fuck a Jordan.
Better.
I don't give a damn about a Jordan.
I can't.
Let me go on a nice run.
I know that's right. I can't hate you. Just stop. I can't. So yeah. So basically, the runs are better. I'm sleeping better. I just feel overall just lighter, and it's really dope. I was mad though, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So on Saturday, I had a gig at the salon. And so I'm busy taking photos and, just doing what the hell I do. And so the host was like, hey, make sure you eat. And I'm like, okay, I'll grab a plate, whatever. He's like, oh, no, I'll have the chef bring it to you because this motherfucker had a chef. It was a salon. But anyway, so the chef brings me the plate and I'm taking pictures.
Oh, wait, right there. See, you're supposed to be right there. Vegan, true vegan would be like, I'm a vegan. See, you were supposed to step in right there. See, the devil got you. The devil got you. A true vegan would have been like, no, thank you, I'm a vegan. See? Mm-hmm.
I'm working on it. So he gives me this plate or whatever. I'm not thinking about it. So it's just like, hors d'oeuvres, like just small little things or whatever. So it was like a mini chicken and a waffle, and then it was like shrimp, which I don't fucking eat anyway, and like fruit and stuff like that. And so I I'm working and I'm like eating off this plate. When I tell you, it was a fucking hour before I realized I ate the chicken. I was like, oh my God, it just happened that quickly. Like I had I wasn't thinking about it. Like at
Ate
all.
the chicken.
I ate the chicken. Like it was a bite. It was like a nugget. Because it was like really small appetizer sized food. And I didn't even think about the shit. Like I was just like, oh, well, I mean, extra protein for the day? I mean, I don't know. But I felt bad.
Like that, the vegan challenge you have right now is why I never try to fast. Because I feel like I'm just going to mess up, like fuck up, and just be like, I ate something, damn. Does that mean my fasting don't count now? Or
no,
like
it does. No, I think we fall down, but we get back up. I mean, you don't just say, "Oh, fuck it, let me go and just eat all the meat."
Since I fucked up, oh well.
Right. Pass me that motherfucking honey bun. Like,
Right. Why you playing?
so I had a piece of chicken. I was like, damn it. So I was like, whatever. But I jumped back in, and I haven't had any meat since then. But I've been making like the wraps, and yesterday I made this eggplant dish that was delicious. I made it again today, but I kind of fucked up because I didn't have all the vegetables that I used on the first time. So the eggplant cooked a lot faster because it was exposed. So
Yeah.
some of them, ended up being like hockey pucks, but
Not hokey puck.
yeah, there was a little dark, and, yeah, it was, but a couple of them were cool. But yesterday, that shit was popping. Like it was good. But I'm enjoying it. I really would like to kind of keep like at least like maybe 75% of the time. Like I'll probably transition back into eating like meat like chicken and fish, but I do want to continue having like days where I'm just eating all plant-based and stuff like that, because it makes you feel better, and your cholesterol goes down as well, because that comes from meat. So there's
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm a carnivore. I want some meat. I want meat. Sorry. Good luck. I appreciate. Hey, I'm all for you and what you're doing. Me, on the other hand, I can't relate to it. I want some meat. It ain't complete if you got some meat and some bread.
It's a bread. One thing about Charlie is bread go with every goddamn thing
will
with him.
find its
Like,
way.
no, y'all don't understand. I want him to have like a cooking show, like a parody, and I want him to put bread with everything. Like, here's this apple pie. You know what would set this off? Some
A
rolls.
slice of whole wheat bread.
Bread with every goddamn thing. I made what was the white chicken chili. He's like, I'll bring the cornbread. I'm like,
Right. And need some cornbread with it. Chili. How you gonna have some chili without no cornbread? Like,
but it was white
bread
chicken
goes
chili.
with it was Santa Fe cornbread. Well, bam. What?
And like, no, bread goes with everything with Charlie. It's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
But hey, you know how to you gotta set it off. Spaghetti, garlic bread.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Pasta, the same thing. Garlic bread.
Bread is always what it is.
It's tuna. You gonna have it on some bread. Like it. Salad. I want some sourdough bread with some butter. Like
bread just goes with everything.
It goes with everything. It's good things.
I can rock with that. But yeah, so I'm going to continue this for the month. I mean, Thanksgiving's going to be difficult, but I told y'all that was, all bets were off that day anyway. So, because, ham and shit. So, but, well, whatever. Have you, Charlie, have you seen the Mannequin Challenge?
I've seen a couple of them. They're funny. The latest one I've seen was the one with the old people on the plane.
Those were old people. I saw them with reporters, but it was old people.
They were old, weren't they?
I mean, okay, I guess.
Was it anybody black on the plane?
I don't remember.
Right, see, we saw the same one, dude.
All right, yeah, I know. My favorite was the first one I saw was in the high school. I thought that was so dope because he went through all the different classrooms. That one was it. Of course, the Destiny's Child one is Life. Have you seen that one?
I have not seen that one.
Oh, there's a Destiny's Child one with Beyonce, Michelle, and Kelly. Because next year is 20 years.
I've heard.
Next year is 20 years. Like, how the fuck did Destiny's Child come out 20 years ago?
20 years? Oh, wow.
And what's funny is, No, their first single, Friday, is the 20th anniversary of when that single came out.
No. That's it. That was the
Right. Mm-hmm. That was 20 years ago. Like, I cannot. What world is this that Destiny's Child came out 20 years ago? Like, oh my God. But anyway, so theirs was dope. There was also one with King Karan. He had they did Trapped in the Closet. And
King and Karan. Who? Wait,
King Karan. He was a Vine person, and then he You know him if you saw him. I think you
Okay.
mentioned him being cute before, but you have to see him.
Probably.
Yeah. So I thought that was really dope. And then Ray Shrimmer, the rap duo, they did one while they were at their show, the concert one. I was like, that's like, so they had like the crowd and everybody involved. I was like, this is actually dope. Like, for once, I can get with this challenge because it's not like dangerous and it's not like some stupid shit. You know, it's
Right.
like, I think it's pretty creative and it's fun. And I like seeing everyone try their different things, and it's cool. Speaking of trying different things, I can't forget. I want to give a special shout out to Jared Hill. Last week, I got to be on his podcast. Now, Jared, his podcast, he's partnered with NBC Black, which I actually didn't know existed for a long time. But NBC has like a social media network that's geared toward a Black audience, and it talks about Black issues and things in the community. So his podcast is hosted by them. So he invited me on the show last week, and it was super, like, it happened so fast. Like, he texted me on Thursday and was like, hey, you want to be on a podcast tonight? I'm like, sure. And the funniest part was I've known Jared since 2009, 2010. And so we would plan things. It'd be like, just us. Well, this time he was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go. My producer will be in contact with you. And I'm like, producer?
What? Right.
I'm like, yes, come on, producer. So, like clockwork, the producer reached out to me and, you know, got my information and stuff. I said, oh, this is official. So it was a dope.
You made it now, man.
Child. So, yeah, so the podcast went really well. You can definitely still watch it on NBC BLK on Facebook. It's in the video section. For the first like 40 minutes, it was visual, and so you can actually see me. I was in my apartment, but you can see me. And then we continued the podcast. We continued recording for like another hour or so you can hear the whole thing. The podcast is called Back to Reality. And that's BACK, the number 2, like just the digit, and then reality. Or you can go to getbacktoreality.com and listen to it. We talked about Moonlight. We talked about Beyonce at the CMAs. We talked about Lil Wayne being a coon. You know, just the good shit.
Him being a coon.
Right. But shout out to Jared. That was fun. I had a good time. The energy was dope, too. We all vibed really, really well. And that's pretty much been the overall consensus among the people. They're like, oh, it was really dope to hear you guys talk openly about love and relationships and you know, being secure within yourself. It was good shit. It was very Iyanla, Fix My Life.
Yes.
Yes.
Why the cage bird sings.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Fix My Life while the cage bird sings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. So, also, another thing that I'm really into is this damn Martha and Snoop, what's it, Dinner Potluck, or whatever the show's called. Whoever thought to partner Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg, though, like, it's genius. I mean, it's funny because Martha's the fella and Snoop ain't.
Right. That's it. Catch that, T. Catch it. It's in America.
You said you haven't seen it yet. You're going to watch it, though. Oh, it's so funny. Like, I smiled the whole fucking time. Like, it's so good. Like, Martha's funny. Snoop is just crazy as hell. Like, Snoop is like that uncle now. Like, it's crazy. Like,
Uncle Snoop.
Uncle Snoop. Yeah, no, it's really good. The first episode has Seth Rogen, Wiz Khalifa, and Ice Cube. Wiz Khalifa actually has like a cute personality. Like, I'm so used to him being high and just kind of out of it. But like seeing him talk and stuff, it's kind of cute in a way, like adorable even. You're like, oh, okay, I can kind of see, you know, where some kind of interest would be there because of personality. I mean, and there's dick too, because I remember that picture where the dick was just hanging.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Right, you know, there's that too. But before you get to the dick, you get the personality, so you gotta.
Do you though?
It depends on where you meet them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, listen. I don't know.
I'm
It just
just saying.
depends. It depends on the situation.
I mean,
All right. So as far as like the table topic, this was on my mind over the weekend. With like the election and all that's going on, different rights groups, like trans rights, gay rights, black rights, women's rights, all the rights. I've noticed that there's been like a critique, if you will, from people who are otherwise privileged. So when I say that, think white straight men. Okay? Just visualize that. You with me?
all the way.
Okay, cool. Making sure you were still there. So, yeah. So it's been this whole thing about people are just so sensitive these days. I remember back in my day, da 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 da, or the whole "Make America Great Again" shit. Like, but she'd be like, "You realize the America that you want back, we didn't have no motherfucking rights." You know what I mean? So
No rights, no liberties, no nothing.
right. So it's like it seems super convenient for somebody who's privileged to say, "Oh, you guys are being too sensitive," or "You're asking for too much." But I'm like, it's not so much sensitive. People are just tired of being oppressed, and they want to call you out on your bullshit. For example, like with gay rights, because we can use this for an example. Because you're gay, right, Charlie?
Oh, am I? I'm like, yes.
I just,
Not a
I'm sorry.
question. Honestly,
I wanted to make sure. I didn't want to.
Ever since 1986.
Oh, when you were born, yes.
Oh, hey, don't be putting my age out there like that.
Oh. Well, if it was 1986, that means you could have been before then. So.
Oh, touche. Okay.
I'm just saying. Whatever. I mean, it's cool. We're 30. We're happy. It's cool. So, basically, for example, like I saw someone say, "Oh my God, all these gays are just so sensitive." Da da da. Like it wasn't always like this. I was like, well, if it wasn't like this, then it was when you were beating us up and getting away with it, which I still do now anyway. But that's a whole nother story. But back when you could actually suppress a gay person, like
Right.
people were
Intimidate
afraid
them.
to come
Yeah.
out, right? And like the whole idea, like, oh, there's so many gay people now. Well, people are not afraid to come out like they used to be because the world is changing and it's adjusting and being more accommodating to us. And so I'm wrestling with the idea of like we're in a changing world, and with a changing world, people are going to want their separate rights. And like for example, trans rights. Now we're trying to work towards accepting more trans people. We're trying to get to that place. It's not a matter of like, oh, people are just being sensitive and not being able to take a joke and all that shit. No,
It's an adjustment.
people are trying to not be the butt of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's ultimately what I'm trying to get at. Like, it's not a matter like with the whole feminism movement. You have men that say, "Oh, these broads is being too sensitive." Well, first of all, you're calling them broads, so obviously there's something there in their argument. But secondly, they have a right to call out your bullshit, and it's not always male bashing. It's them just saying, "Hey, I don't like when you treat me like I'm not a human." You said what?
He's like, I don't appreciate this, and I'm standing up for it.
Right. And it's like, for some reason, now that people from different groups are standing up, it's like this whole idea, oh, you guys are just being so sensitive. But it's like, when you say that, you're coming from a place of fucking privilege. So how
Don't
dare
know the
you
struggle.
speak? Right. Or, for example, it's just like when straight people tell us that we choose to be gay. And you're like, motherfucker, you ain't never been gay, though.
If I had one thing to choose in the world, trust me, it would not to be gay. That's just that one thing I would have wanted to choose. I would, if I had something to choose, that wouldn't just been on top of my damn list.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Like,
be an actual gay male in the world.
Are we choosing? Can I choose to be rich? Can I choose to have like?
I want to be gay. No,
right.
no.
But that's
it
what
don't work like that.
It's one of those things. Like, how do you speak as a straight person? How do you try to tell somebody what they're experience should be, and that's the privilege of being straight. As a male, how do you tell a woman how she should feel or what she should do and shouldn't do? That's the privilege of being male. You know what I mean? It's like those things where I'm seeing it more and more. And even with like gay men and trans people, there's a divide. You have gay men who are like, these trannies, you know what I mean? You're like, but we're still a part of the same community though. And so it's not about sensitivity. It's really, people are just tired of being, shitted on.
Yeah,
And
everyone wants to live in their truth. Everyone wants to live.
We all want to live in our truth. You're right. Like we all want to live in our truth, and we're just tired. I don't want to be the butt of somebody's joke as a gay black man. So I'm going to say like, no, motherfucker, I matter too. It's not me being sensitive. It's me being tired of being used as a scapegoat or a part of some hotep's argument or some bullshit. And it's not that people are sensitive, it's just they're just tired. And that was just my thought over the weekend. Like I was just like, that critique always comes from a place of privilege. It's always somebody like I said, picture white straight men telling other people how they should feel and how they should be able to take a joke and that bullshit.
Right.
It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Oh no, not fucking stupid. It's bloody stupid. That's what it is.
Stupid. So you've been watching The Queen or The Crown? What the shit?
The Crown on Netflix. Oh guys, America, watch The Crown on Netflix.
Nigga,
if you want to know, about the monarchy,
all of America is on this podcast. But I'm sorry.
Wait, what you say?
You keep saying America like all of America is just on this podcast. Like,
no. Feeling very patriotic tonight.
Oh, well, let's get these results back first, y'all.
Well, so far, it's 68-66, Clinton leading the way.
Okay,
that's still a little bit too damn.
It's still
close.
Too close for comfort.
It's still too damn close. But of course, none of the swing states, none of the major ones have, closed their ballots yet. I mean, their polls. So we're good.
Okay, like I said, the listeners, you guys already know who the president is, but
Jesus, yes, that's who it is. Yes, y'all better act like y'all know. Ain't gonna send me to hell.
I can do. I'm not. Nah. So let's tell a story.
Oh Lord.
So I think we were just talking about this. I think we'll talk about Western.
Damn.
Because I mean, it was just such a classic moment, because we all have. Charlie and I are representation that, you can go through hell and still be here.
Still here, yes. Still here.
And we both been young and dumb and dumber.
Hey. Huh? And I have tiptoed on the brinks, on the edge.
Why do you sound like a Southern preacher today? Like someone's deacon in this motherfucker.
No.
This is your podcast voice. It's your podcast.
Right, this is my podcast voice. Oh, okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I guess that's the character. Okay, I'll roll with it.
So, one night, how old were we? Well, we had to be like 22, 23, because I still had my Cavalier. So,
oh, yeah, okay, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I got the Yaris in 2008. So, yeah, it was like, so we're like 20, 22, 23, whatever. So we decided that we want to go out the night. And I had just got a new, transmission put in my car. And then I went and got, a paint job. And I remember that
we was dipping.
We was right, because I was like, I got my car painted. I got all because it was chipped, because when I got my car, I would never put, the thing over the hood, so it peeled from the sun ended. And so I ended up getting the paint job. So I was like, ooh, my car all fresh and shit. So I went and got my car detailed or whatever. It was this whole situation. I was like, cool. So me and Charlie were hanging out.
In California, you gotta set the scenery. In California.
Thank you. Well, that's why you're here. See, set the scenery.
Right. You gotta say, in California, Cavalier, rolling down Crenshaw. What you know
all
about
that.
it?
Yeah, all
They don't
that.
know.
All
They
that.
don't
San
know.
Vicente, all that.
They don't know.
Oh,
Okay, continue.
I miss these days. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go to Metro or whatever. Because I remember the conversation being about how we both wanted some ass and dick or whatever. Because that's how.
What you said?
Listen, we got to be real on the show. So we were just like, listen, I need to find somebody. You're like, yeah, we were both on that shit. Like, let's go out.
we was ready. We was
Right,
gonna
like, let's go find some ass and dick. Let's go.
let's go.
So
Hey.
we go.
Mm-mm.
So we go out. So we go to our usual spot because we always had our parking spaces or whatever. And, we knew where to go. It was our city. So we go to Fiesta Cantina.
2 for 1, two for one,
for the
happy hour.
Yes, they have like the best happy hour ever. I don't know if it's still true, but back then that was the spot to go. So we're like,
With the
we'll go
nacho
there.
fries, coat your stomach real good, absorb all that alcohol that we about to take in.
Yeah.
Which we thought it would, but
Right, we thought. But that's a foreshadow. So we get to the bar or whatever. We're like, okay, cool. What are we gonna have? And so we decided to get some adios motherfuckers or whatever. Which whose decision was that? Probably Charlie's, because he likes to live on the edge.
likely.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So we down these, and it's 2 for 1. So we're double fisting these motherfuckers. Oh my God.
Why? We don't know shit. It's 2 for 1.
Right.
Hell.
Spent all of like what, $12? Like
Right. To get fucked up. Well, why not? Hell.
right. So we drink these drinks and we turn it up. I'm sure some obscure Britney Spears song was on the karaoke.
Something.
And, like we're living. So we walk down to Metro, which is down the street from this bar. So we go up the stairs. I remember that. And so we dancing. Not many people were there yet. So
Did we decide to get more drinks?
yes,
Didn't we?
yep. I sat down, I think. No. We went and got more drinks, and we were drinking them, because it was still kind of dry. Nobody was there. So we're just chatting, talking, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All I remember was there was a couch in the corner.
Yes.
It was like, I'm going to sit down.
That's what you thought.
Oh my God.
That's what you
So,
thought.
fast forward, because I don't remember shit. I wake up in the back seat of my Cavalier. Now, I mentioned earlier that I had just got the car detailed. So the windows are all fogged up because they put like this weird ass dressing on the windows, which is stupid as fuck. So it was just really just ugly. I was over it. So I'm in the back seat of my car. And my car is parked. So I'm a little disoriented. I'm like, what the fuck? I look over because I'm behind the passenger seat. There's no one in the driver's seat.
Nope.
Okay.
However.
So I look over in the passenger seat, and his motherfucking Charles in the passenger seat.
Waking up at the same damn time.
And I'm like, bitch, where are
What
we?
the
You're like,
fuck?
I don't know. Jesus took the wheel.
Clearly.
What? So I roll down the windows because they're fogged up, and we're on like Western and like literally like 2 miles from where Charles lives. So I was confused because I'm like, how the fuck we didn't make it to, like, what? So for about maybe 30 seconds, we go back and forth on how we got there. And it was just like, well, nigga, I'm hungry. Let's go get something to eat.
Right. Let's stop at Jack in the Box.
Right.
Shit.
So we stop
I'm
at Jack in the
hungry.
Box. And then I instantly get mad and say, I didn't get no dick.
Right. We ain't gonna hold with no fucking body. The damn goal that we went out for, we didn't even get. What the hell?
Never mind that we could have died. Never mind that could have been DUI. Never mind. And we don't know how the fuck that car got to that street, that intersection, or what happened, blah, blah. Just mad that no ass was gotten.
Right.
Just that was a waste. I was angry. I was angry. I
Just mad at the
masturbated
whole
furiously
situation.
when I got home.
Just mad.
Just upset. And so I remember talking to other people who saw us trying to put the pieces of the story back together. I remember somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you were knocked out on the couch," and then Charlie came.
I remember that. Yeah.
Charlie came and got you, and then he was helping you down, but then his drunkenness started hitting him, and I was like, "And y'all just let us go? Like, what kind of fucking?"
Some friends, right? Ain't friends, associates. They ain't even fucking associates. They just shit niggas.
Just niggas.
Y'all
Like,
just try to stop us doing damn well we was drunk.
Right, and you just let us just load our asses in this goddamn car.
Now, I do remember going down the stairs. That's the last thing I remember.
But the thing about
Because I knew we
there
had
were
to
so
focus.
many fucking stairs. How the hell
Yeah.
were you able to guide my ass?
Chat, baby, you know I can do a couple of things now. I can manage to a certain point.
Oh my god! Oh
Perhaps
my
that's
God.
how we ended up on the side of the road.
Maybe,
Hell, I don't
maybe
know.
you just said fuck it. I give up.
I can't go no more.
but that's one of those things where it's just like, yes, it was like, don't condone it at all. It was bad fucking decisions.
Yes,
but
yes,
looking
yes.
back on that shit, it is hilarious. Because that's one of so many goddamn stories that me and this one have. Like, oh my God. But that was a crazy ass night. Like, I literally blacked out, and I don't remember anything in that one. I remember niggas were not pinking me, but niggas were like hitting me up on Yahoo. Was like, "Oh yeah, you said that you was gonna swallow my dick hole." I said, "Whoa, what?"
Wait a minute. Wait 1 second, sir. Sir.
I was like, I was asleep on the couch. That's what that was told. I don't. When did these conversations?
I did not say that. No, sir. No. No.
Like, no, motherfuckers are popping out the woodwork. I said, "Oh, my alter ego is a freak." Yes, God.
So I don't know who the fuck you were talking to.
It was you, nigga. It was
I know this one didn't say no shit like that.
Right. Niggas like, "Oh yeah, you said you wanted me to." I was like, "Oh, did I?" Yeah.
Like, now get your lying ass somewhere. No.
Right. Return to sender. Return.
No.
It's expired.
Unwanted.
Right. No, we good. But oh, that night was so goddamn crazy. It goes down in the books. Like, oh my God.
Forever.
I'm
Good
still
time.
mad though, because I remember being just horny and just like, I just knew problem was gonna get solved that night. Nah, that
Not at all.
It was terrible.
Not at all.
And that's why this is gonna transition to the next part. Like, this is why I don't really do clubs as much, because I never bought I'm just going out to have a good time. Okay, maybe you are, but nah. Back in the day when I was going out, I was looking for dick. So I just can't. When I go out, I'm literally just like, I'm bored. Like, I went to this day party on Sunday, and I texted Charles. I said, you know what? When you're not, like, with me, shit is just not fun. Because me and Charles could be in a motherfucking, the wackest damn party.
Right. It don't matter what it is.
And have the most fun ever, because our energy is always aligned. We have a good time. But as far as going out with other people and going out with myself, I'm usually just bored. I'm like, I can dance at home. I can drink at home. I can do everything at home.
I'm going to leave my house, right?
Right. But back in the day, like in my 20s, I was looking for sex. Like, and that's real. That is real. Like, it was never, I just want to go out and have a good time. No, I'm looking for niggas.
I'm on a mission.
A mission every time. And so as you get older and start getting real with yourself, you're like, yeah, this ain't really popping for me. And right now, I'm anti-app because I'm just tired of the bullshit that comes with them. So my dilemma is, okay, if I'm not on apps and I'm not meeting people that way, I actually gotta go places to meet people organically. Yeah. But then when it comes to, us, gay blacks, I mean, where are we besides the club and brunch?
Like, no goddamn where. If you are, please let me know so I can participate.
Listen, so it's just a dilemma, and like, so I went out on Sunday, and that was with the intent. This time, it wasn't for sex per se, but it was for me to actually meet guys for like dating or whatever, like just meeting people because I don't know other ways. Like I don't really
Mm-hmm.
do, you know what I mean? Like it's just.
It's
So
frustrating.
it's super fucking frustrating. Like, why can't a nigga just come, knock on my door, and say, "Hey, nigga."
That's why I stay with my iPad and a bottle of Jergens.
All right,
Yes.
man. Listen, I get that too.
And Wi-Fi. Thank you.
Thank you. Wi-Fi has also made this possible for us to be on this
The
podcast.
simple
so I thank
things
you.
of life. The simple things.
of life. I can't deal with you. I can't. But that's just where I'm at right now. I am open to dating. That don't mean I want all y'all motherfuckers in my inbox though. I mean,
They're gonna be all up in your DM.
right. So you're like, here's another thing. Like, I gotta be into you too. Like, we gotta have compatibility. There has to be an energy there. And some people have this idea that just because they're attracted to you, that's all that's needed. And you're like,
Yeah, what the fuck you thought?
Right,
Nigga,
so-
I like you. You like, you gonna talk to me? You like,
but
no.
I don't like you though. So fuck my needs.
Like, nigga.
Fuck my attractions. Like, nah, I want you. Like,
Okay, that's nice. Okay, and I'm flattered. Thank you very much. However, the way my book is looking, I'm sorry, sir. No.
yeah. So there's that. But I am in a space now. I've been single. I've been single for a while now, and I'm looking for somebody who.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Come
looking
on.
for somebody I can call. Looking for the anyway.
Hey.
But I have been single for a year and some change now, so I'm good. Like I'm good. Like I have no problem being single. Like it's dope. I am actually afraid for whoever dates me because I'm so good with being in my own company.
What you said.
Right. But at the same time, I am in a space where I'm like, oh, companionship could be cute. Like date someone, chill, talk, get to know someone. I'm at least in that space now. But like I said, I'm anti-app. So I'm like, okay, I gotta meet the niggas. Like, they don't just magically appear. At least not sober shit. I don't know, child. But
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know, but it does this 30 thing. It just changes everything, man. It's just not the same. Like even when I went on Sunday, I just felt so old in there, and that's stupid to say because 30 is not old. But when the median age in the club is 22, you're like,
Young guys still eating Fruity Pebbles and shit. Ain't nobody got time. Watch, that's gonna be somebody older gonna be like, I still eat Fruity Pebbles. Sit y'all eating Fruity Pebbles ass down. You are not supposed to be eating fruity goddamn pebbles.
And speaking of that, there's a whole lot of motherfuckers in the club who are older than me acting like those 22-year-olds.
Right.
And you're like, so you're in between. You're like, okay, this ain't it. Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm no longer that young guy, but I damn sure don't want to be this old motherfucker in the club. So I'm just in between. It's like, you're just in between past and future. It's trash.
You just gotta this is the part where you just save yourself for that one person.
Oh, girl.
Right, that part. You better go get you a bottle of Jergens. I got coupon, bitch.
Listen, I have all I need, okay? But so I bought all these condoms on Amazon because Amazon Prime is it, and
Hashtag say sex.
yes. So I looked at the box and it was still closed and unopened, and I almost cried because I ain't having no sex.
I ain't even used them.
I ain't even used them. I ain't seen those things roll down a shaft and so good.
Over there collecting dust.
And I was like, ain't this a bitch? So, but it also, it showed, it's growth for me too, though, because once upon a time, I mean, it was nothing for me to just have sex with anybody, like whatever, like we have those bouts of promiscuity, and that's real. But now I'm in a place where I just can't hop in a bed with somebody. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't.
It seems like it's more work when it's just like a random hookup.
Yeah.
It seems like it's more work. Where it's just like,
Yeah, I'm past the age of wanting to teach motherfuckers like how to do shit, and there has to be an energy because when you're like in hookup culture, motherfuckers don't care about you. They gonna come in and just wreck shit, get they nut, and be good.
Come on, wreck it. They better wreck it. Wreck it, shit.
But when somebody cares, it's just a level of, and I'm in that place where I'm like, yeah, I don't want no, it's just weird. So, whatever. That's the breaks. Whatever. It is what it is. Like this, nah. That's your dog. That's Cocktail.
Yes, you can hear that.
Yes, I can hear it, motherfucker.
Get your ass somewhere. Go on over there somewhere.
I can't do. But yeah, that's that. But this was fun. Oh my God. This was super fun. Like, it was just a conversation with Charlie. Like, this is one of, like, what, 4 best friends? Like,
our friend circle was very limited.
Yeah, I mean, but that's how it should be because you have to grow with people. And the one thing about me and Charles, like, we met when we were 18. Yep, December. Oh,
anniversary.
Yeah, December 2004. Yeah, and we've had our ups and downs like through it out, but we've literally been there for each other through some crazy ass shit. And we've even like not been friends for a little bit of time, but we were able to heal and rebuild and stuff like that. And like now, like we're like brothers, like there's no doubt about it. And like he's my family. And
you should play a Dorinda Clark song in the background. Yes, like the organ.
Still here.
Right. I just heard that in my head. While you was talking. I'm like, you better speak.
Oh my God. But yeah, so this is one of my good people, like, and I think that's why I'm also very weird with like new acquaintances. Like, I'm cool with meeting people, but I don't just go around calling everybody friend, because you have to know who I am as a person. I have to know who you are as a person. And you don't always get that without going through things. And at this juncture, I'm good. Like, my friends are just, I can talk to each of them and it feels like a therapy session. Like, we always walk away just feeling better about shit, or at least heard. And that's super important to me. But
I don't think I made a new friend since 2007. Hell, I think I knew all my friends in 2000. I didn't think I made a new one since then. Hell, that's a damn shame.
Seriously. But hey, that's just it's what it is, But this was great. So now that I know I have the functionality, I can have more people on the show. I can have you back on, of course, so you can, figure out your podcast voice, because you gave me all type of Southern Deacon today. So.
That part. Oh, maybe you could even do a panel. Oh, you can do it. See if you can do a ad call.
Yeah.
Damn.
Come on, Future.
Right. We're going to get this stuff.
Well, this is cute for now. This is cool. But I'm glad that you were there to test this out. And, yeah. But that's it for this week's show. But thank you guys for listening. Remember, you can listen to this podcast and subscribe on Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Music. You go to KevinDwayne.com. Make sure you're rating, commenting, and sharing it with your friends. This was episode 17. Like,
come on, episode 17.
Like, man. Which reminds me, remember, every 10th episode we do questions and answers. So episode 20 will be a question and answer episode. So you can go ahead and email your questions to the outlinetopics@gmail.com. Once again, that's the outlinetopics@gmail.com. Other than that, love and light. Enjoy the new president or whatever. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Anything you want to say, Charlie, before we get out of here?
God bless America.
Oh, girl. All right. Well, it's been real. You guys have a great week. Peace out.